Well, I'm a little disappointed, but I did come out okay, I guess. I'm down at a place, there used to be a farm. It's about a mile from my place. And about 100 years ago, there was a family that lived down here. It's in a really hard spot to get at, which is why I'm on a motorcycle. I could have made it, though the road wasn't too bad, but easier to slip around with a motorcycle. What I wanted to do was pick up some rhubarb plants. Now, like I say, it was over 100 years ago, somebody put a farm down here. And there used to be, when I was a kid, up until like 30 years ago, there were still buildings down here. A house and a chicken coop and a harness shed. And you could see where there used to be a barn dug out in the back of the hill. But the guy was trying to farm out in that open out there, and that's pretty tough ground. It's pretty sandy. You get hot years. It's tough going. So it kind of wiped them out in the 30s. So that place sat empty. But like I said, the buildings were still here. Well, then somebody who comes up here deer hunting decided, put a... I hate those things. We call them Auschwitz guard towers. But, they're stand hunters. They wanted a deer stand down here. So they leveled the buildings and dug around all over in here. And in the process, they wiped out all of that rhubarb. Because there used to be quite a little rhubarb, and, that stuff has got to be over 100 years old. It used to be one of the first things somebody would do. They'd start a place, they'd plant, like plum trees and lilacs, always lilacs, and they hang in there. You see a lot of places where there's lilacs yet. And rhubarb for making pies, because it was called a pie plant. And the stuff is tough. Oh my God, here. I'll be all right. Here's the second one. But they really need sun, and these trees have grown up and they really shaded them. Oh, if I can get 2 of them, well, maybe I'll be lucky. Maybe there'll be another one. 3 would be nice. These were just lucky enough they were far enough off the beaten trail, because they used to be out here, but they got this all hammered down, driving in and out, clearing the area for their view from the hunting tower. I hate to see that. But the garden used to be right here, and all that's left of it now is a bunch of rusty wire piled up. But you can see where a lot of these little poplars are fast-growing tree, and they came in here and shaded it all, which kind of stunts rhubarb. Rhubarb really needs light. Well, I'll have to look back there, though. I might find some back there, too. But at least the one good thing, when, they knocked out everything else, but they did plant some fruit trees in here. Of course, their idea was to lure deer in. And that kind of actually just kind of disgusts me. I know there's one spot back here I saw they had a mineral block. Baiting them in like that. Even, shooting out of the Auschwitz guard towers. I don't care for that. I'd sooner hunt them on the ground. I don't know. It's just not my kind of deal. I hate to see that, but these people, they'll do that sort of thing and think they're improving things. I don't consider it an improvement to destroy history. I met some of the kids of the family that used to live down here. Well, they're pretty old now. They aren't kids anymore, but because like I say, at one time there was the house was standing. She was a little rickety, and our parents used to tell us, "Don't go in there; it'll fall down." Well, it couldn't fall down because it was the trees that grew up around it so tight. The trees were holding it up. Well, I can dig my rhubarb, but I think should be, well, maybe get one pie out of that. But I want to get them home and get them planted out in the sun. So I'll have future pies. Someday I'm going to go on a rampage and burn a bunch of them down. I don't care for them. Well, you see that people got them all over the place up here. Never used to be. Nobody thought of hunting from in trees and whatnot. You know, that wasn't. They do that in Minnesota. They don't do that in North Dakota. I prefer to hunt on their ground. I think it's a little more respectful. That sniping them doesn't appeal to me. Oh, nice little ash tree there. A few cottonwoods back there, and they could very well have been planted too when the guy first started the farm, because cottonwoods are a popular thing to plant. Used to find a lot of junk down there. You know, old pots and pans and pieces of violins and zithers, and there was a diary too. I don't know whatever happened to it. My sister found it, of them in like 20s, when things were getting tough, you know, starting to get pretty damn tough. But it was interesting to read. So, because like I say, it's a pretty inaccessible spot. There used to be a kind of a road that went back to that field over there and came out past another farm, but that's pretty much disintegrated. So really the way out of here is up a hill, but oh, there's a hell of a hill. It was really tucked down in here, but the problem is it got all the weather from the north. It was protected from the south. Well, you didn't need that. But I bet them cottonwoods were planted. But there are some old fruit trees that are all dead and gnarly, you know. But like I say, it's good that they planted new ones, but I don't like the reason for planting new ones. Well, I gotta search around, see if I can't find some more. 3 would be nice. I'd like to get like 5 of them. But I guess, you know, when I first got out here looking around, I thought I ain't gonna find none. Well, I found them, but, you know, pretty spindly, but if I get them out in the light, I think they'll snap around. You know, because you make me make one tart out of that. But she's trying. Yeah, I'll look around a little more. Well, I won't have trouble hauling them out. I was thinking I'm going to be able to haul them out on a motorcycle. You know, that's no problem. Put them in my pocket.